Alright. So, where we last left off, in boring anime strategy game here, we are on the final battle here against the super bad big boy mech that has the power to mind control. So the big bad guy mind controlled some of our old allies and foes, and you essentially have to do a boss rush at the end of the game. And so after you do the boss rush, then a bunch of Imperial Reinforcements spawn in, and then after a certain amount of turns after those reinforcements come in, another wave of reinforcements comes in. And that's kind of where I threw in the towel last time. But as it turns out, that second set of reinforcements is the last set of reinforcements. So if I just stuck it out a little bit longer, we would have been able to beat the game. Fuck. Okay. But that is totally what we're gonna do now, no. Okay, so, Part 7, Vanguard Bandits, 204. Let's do it. Alright. Assuming the disc loads in. Oh, we're not on SPDIF here. We're on analog. Yep. Not loading the disc, of course. This disc has to warm up for whatever reason. Oh, hey, we get to listen to that glorious ES1 startup sound again. There we go. This one always takes 2 tries. Okay, so. Alright, this is it. End of the game. They shouldn't take more than 45 minutes. Though I don't know how long the ending is, but we'll find out. Okay, so Chapter 20 in progress. Okay. So the boss is in the upper left-hand corner of the map on top of this temple thing. And he doesn't move or cast spells unless you're like right up next to him. Okay, so these are the Imperial Reinforcements. Oh, I saved here. That's kind of a not great place to save, but alright. Okay, so these are the second set of reinforcements. I just gotta take out these guys and then heal up the rest of my party. And then we'll be good to go to finish off the boss. So Imperial 4, so it's Imperial 5 through 8 are the last ones to spawn. Hey Ed, welcome back. Your internet is back. Did it get disconnected or something? Let's see. You missed the end of Half-Life, Ed. I beat Half-Life with less than 69 deaths, which I consider a great victory. Okay, I gotta heal Devlin if I can. Okay. So yeah, we are less than an hour away from beating this game, and then once we do that, I'm gonna move on to Portal. So that's that is the game after this one. All right, so Sadira is a NPC controlled character. I can't control what she does. She'll do her own thing. She kind of screwed up the beginning of the mission because she aggroed things too early. Okay, so I don't want to get hit by cutting wheel. That does a ton of damage. Oh, this is probably the best trade I can make, though. Okay. Yeah, the other ending that's possible to get for this track is to have the bad ending, which in order to get that, you have to have really bad links with the rest of your squad by having them just die repeatedly in the fights. And then you're forced to kill everybody. Forced to kill your own team. Which is very morbid. Alright, 93%. Okay. And yeah, also continually worth noting that this is the A scenario. There's also a B scenario and a C scenario. And apparently B and C are way better than A. So this is, unfortunately, the default scenario that you get in the game is by far and away the worst one. Which is unfortunate, but whatever. So if this game interests anybody watching it, just know that there is much more to this game. How did I only get 30 XP for that? Huh. Alright, we gotta get Andrew out of there, because he's gonna die otherwise. We're just gonna have him stay put if we can. Alright, so he can't attack with cutting wheel, and neither can he. Let's get some damage on this guy. Oh, also, in doing my research about this mission, for why things weren't happening as well as they should. So apparently there are 2 more moves that Robopope can get that I haven't unlocked yet. And apparently to unlock moves for Robopope, or moves in general in this game, are unlocked by having your stats be a certain level. And because I min-maxed... okay, so she's a healer. I need her to... I gotta get her out of harm's way ASAP. Because I min-maxed attack and weapon in Robopope, I wasn't being balanced enough with everything else. Oh, fuck. This is not good. So I'm guaranteed to lose a healer here, it looks like. Okay, well, I still have 1 other healer. Yep. Yeah, punished for min-maxing, yeah. So ideally, I want to get another level up on Robopope so that I could maybe unlock one of the 2 things. So I only have 1.5 healers left in my party now. I have an actual healer, this guy Devlin. And I'm gonna move him the fuck out of here. I do have to heal up Andrew though. Okay. Okay. Cooling mist, so this, that's actually not going to do a whole lot. Ideally, I want a cooling mist, that guy. Okay, well this will cover most of them. good. She's actually attacking the right thing this time. Okay. What about the min-maxing? Or something else? Because I am actually bummed about not getting those extra spells on Bastion, because one of them is like a see that thing, it's now dead spell. Like that is how good one of the attacks is. And it would be a nice thing to have. I want to here. Alright, will this kill? Of course not. Fucking hell. And he's gonna be at 100 FP. Oh, God. Alright, we'll have him. We'll have Robopope bless Andrew here. Because it won't make his FP go up. He's at 21 FP. Alright, now I want to put him in front of my healer. And then... Actually, we'll... No, okay. Yeah, we're gonna put him right here, because I have to keep that healer alive. And... Sure. Yep, that casting sound, I am... Ugh, can't wait till I don't have to listen to that. Alright, Horseman. Okay. Yeah, thankfully this isn't, this doesn't require precision. Like, if this game had permadeath, then yeah, that probably would be a concern of having to do every single thing correctly. Alright, 69% chance to hit. So naturally it's gonna hit. There you go. Alright, 3 left and then the boss. So we got 3 to take down, then we can heal up, buff everybody, and then move up to the boss. Good. They're not going after the healer. Good. This is what I'd hoped to happen. Like, I'm okay if Horseman is given the business here, because he's largely expendable. Okay. So I need to move here. And then it's most important to get Bastion's FP down to something reasonable. And Horseman's too, I guess. Alright, kick this guy. Yep. Alright, now Andrew can actually do something now. Turbulence twice. Not... okay. Alright. Sure, how about more decks for Bastion? Alright, ideally the princess dies. Because I don't want her disrupting my plan on attacking the boss. Because apparently the boss does eventually move and become active. Okay, so that's gonna get that up to 100. Okay, so FP is gonna be 100 if I do that. And they're counter-attacking with Cutting Wheel, which is not great. Okay, that one's a defend. Alright, we'll do this. Alright, I need to... I need to have Robopope bless my other healer when I get the next good opportunity. So ideally I want Robopope to get that kill there. Because... how close is he to leveling? Like, it doesn't even say. Great. I thought it was supposed to say how close they are to leveling. Great. Alright. Well... probably too far away, and I've been getting really bad XP anyways, so... This attack, by the way, is apparently the strongest attack in the game. Like, even stronger than Robopope's, but Robopope's is a combo, I guess. So this is the strongest single hit, I guess. Alright, buff Robopope. Great, just gonna steal the kill here. Alright, this is fine. But again, this is another reason why ideally Princess does not survive till the end of the fight, because she's just screwing up everything. So had I banked on waiting until Robopope got the kill, she would have stolen it anyways. So this guy's practically dead, because he's almost at 100 fatigue. And now he's most definitely dead. So that's 20 FP to do that. Can I just kill with this? No. What about this? No. This? Okay, well this is gonna put him up to 100 anyways, and it's 40% chance to kill, so this is fine. Yep, okay. That's fine because now guaranteed to kill. Kill with that. And I didn't want to put unnecessary fatigue points on Horseman. FP is fatigue, because apparently the pilots get so exhausted during this that if they use up, or if their fatigue gets to 100, they lose their turn. Okay, so let's start healing the party here. Alright. So we're essentially going to have everybody just form a circle around my healers. Once I get rid of this last Imperial. And everybody's just going to be healed for a whole bunch of turns. And then we'll go after the boss, because the boss is programmed to not do anything until you go after him. Yeah, that's true. Like, imagine being closer to the source of that sound and not way up in the sky. Okay. Is this counterattacked? No. Alright, so he's gonna be at full fatigue, but that's fine because the others are gonna finish off this guy. Alright, go get him, princess. And unfortunately, there's no friendly fire in this game, because otherwise I just would have... I just shanked the princess right after taking out this guy. But no can do. Okay, so this guy's gonna be at full fatigue after this next turbulence here. Or it's not gonna let me cast another turbulence. Okay. Alright, Robopope is going to not do anything. And Cooling Mist. Yep, a whole lot of damage. So the boss doesn't start moving until, I think, 200 HP damage is done to it. So if I let the princess just go up there and wail on him, well, for one, she's gonna get blown up immediately. So this is all academic, I guess. All right, so this is gonna put him up to 100 fatigue. Of course. Sure, fine. Alright. So then once you take out this guy, I'm going to make another in-mission save. So I don't have to do all that all over again. Okay. Who needs healing? Alden needs it the most. Alright, so of course she's... Oh, she didn't kill Steel this time. Miracles do happen. Okay. The Andrew Nader. Alright. Everybody get in healing formation here. So also, ideally I want him kind of in the center, because we can do Cooling Mist and get the FP back for everybody in range. And nobody needed it, of course. Okay. Alright. Okay, so gotta heal up him. Horseman needs a lot of healing. Alright, so this is it. There aren't going to be any more enemy reinforcements. It's just us and the boss. And, yeah, you go get the boss, princess. Go get him. Alright, so the boss's attack range is from here, and then these three, and then, of course, everything around him. So right there is where you can first start to get hit by the boss. And the boss has 662 HP. Sure. So, the hardest I've ever been able to hit is like 150, and that's with Robopope. And I guess this guy can also hit for that hard. So everybody's gonna need all the buffs all at once. Gotta be at full health. Alright, so I'll move him there and get the healing from Robopope and from the others. So this guy has the most defense, so I'll get him up front. Oh, that's him. Okay. Alright. Princess is not going to be around for much longer. Alright, go get him, princess. More damage. Yep. Okay, well that solves our princess problem. But yeah, things... Final boss hits pretty hard. Okay. I'm probably good without that, Sure, let's just save here. Okay. Alright, Robopope. So ideally I get the fatigue points of the boss up here. Okay, so this is a danger spot. Alright, we'll move everybody up as far as I can without the boss aggroing. I'm gonna leave the healers slightly behind. Okay, I'm pretty sure everybody else is at 0 FP. So we good to go. Okay. Alright. So he's just defending, so all this is gonna do is give him more FP. Alright, the big damage. Damn. So So that's gonna kill. Turbulence is... Okay, Turbulence is a defend. Which is nice. Tornado is not a defend, that's an avoid. Okay. Alright. So all this is just to get the FP up. And I can do it twice. Or no. No, I can't. It just barely doesn't have enough FP. Alright. So what can he do from here? The Heaven's Gate. So this guy has a shit ton of defense. And even with this, he is still nearly dead after one round with this guy. 69%. Like if I do... Man. Okay, well, it's a chance to do some damage at least. And then he's just gonna get nearly killed. Okay. Alright, I want to keep my healers slightly out of range. We'll buff Robopope. Alright. Not sure, yeah. Burst of fire, defend. Dang, he recovers FP really quickly. Okay, 60% chance to hit. Come on. Fuck. Alright, more turbulence to get that FP up. Be nice if I could cast it twice. Okay. So that's just going to be an avoid. 48% and decent damage. Come on. Come on. Alright. So not quite close enough to heal here. That's gonna kill him. That's also gonna kill him, practically. So we'll... $16... Sure. Okay, turbulence. So it sure looks like I can just chip away at this guy. Wind strike, does that do anything decent? 78 and a bit more damage. Like his FP is getting up there. Because turbulence does use up a lot of FP. And I guess I can try lowering his attack. So 39% chance to hit. And any attack lowering thing will certainly help out here for survivability, so I'll give this a go. Come on, please hit. Please. Okay, sick. Alright, so he's got a damage debuff now. Okay. And then if we increase Robopope's dex, he'll have an easier time hitting the boss. Okay. And yeah, we'll do this. So ideally, I want to get Bastion behind the boss, if I can. Okay, so all he can do is defend that, and it'll get his FP up to 80. Come on, please hit. Please hit with one of these. Alright, it was deflected, but I think we still got the FP damage in. We did, okay. So 80 FP. Okay. It's still 80 FP, so we might be able to... Alright, so the boss is going to be at 100 FP here. Alright. Which means every single attack will connect. So I need to take advantage of this opportunity to... heal up and move people into position. So I can't move behind the boss. Okay. Okay. All right. So the extra unlocks are based off of overall stats, and because I min-maxed POW and weapon, I didn't unlock all of the cool abilities that Robopope has, so I need to get defense up and then work on agility and defense, because I believe I need to get this up to 17 or so for everybody, for everything to get more moves. So now I have Splitting Smash, so I have this ability now, which is new. And that uses 80 AP with 15 of that. Okay. So we have to take advantage of this high FP on the boss here to get all the hits in we can, and also heal when appropriate. Okay. Alright, Alden is going to Cooling Mist everybody, so they can get back into the action ASAP. Okay, and then we gotta hit him with the best thing we can right now, which is probably Tackle. Either that, or I hit him with the Avoid down, the Avoid debuff. Actually hit debuff is probably what I want. Though it's probably still gonna be 99% for everybody. So when the boss recovers, this will make it easier to hit him. So we'll do this. Because this guy doesn't hit very hard anyways, so not a big deal. Hey, Chris. Oh, you missed the end of Half-Life then? Because I beat Half-Life. Okay. 5, 6. Okay. Okay, another thing that I remember from reading the guide about this, because I want to beat this ASAP, is that you have to get the killing blow with Robopope. Anybody else getting a killing blow, the boss will just heal. What? Why though? Oh, you'll see. You'll see why. Yeah, that sounds bad, but there is a decent reason. There is an okay reason. Okay, so let's get him down to 30. There is a reason. You'll see. Alright, so now the boss can't even move either. Okay. Yep, the reason is anime, you guessed it. That is actually why. Alright, get ready for anime. %. Okay. Are you ready for anime? It's time. Oh, that's right. We got knocked out. Never mind. Anime will have to wait another turn. Okay. Alright, 45% chance to anime. Is there anything else I can do that has a slightly better? %41% chance of anime. We'll go with this one. Alright. 45% chance of this shit being over. It's anime time, boys.
Faulkner, what can you possibly hope to accomplish using Solwarn's black power?
It's quite simple, actually. I desire all humanity to bow before me.
I will not allow that to happen if it's within my power.
You see, the country in which I was born was ruined by the Empire. Or so I thought, until I learned the kingdom had committed that heinous act. That revelation drove me to slip into the Empire. Now that I see the hypocrisy on both sides, I shall destroy the kingdom and the Empire.
But Faulkner, there's no need to involve innocent people in your revenge. You seek to destroy both the kingdom and Empire. But don't you see? You're repeating the same mistakes you witnessed.
At some point, the weak are to be trampled by the strong. It's inevitable.
Just forgive and forget. Let it go, Faulkner.
It's not a matter of forgetting and forgetting, Prince Charming. This is harsh reality. My reality. My power over the Covenant shall grow to be absolute. No one shall hold sway over me again.
You're wrong, Faulkner. Zolwarn will own your soul. You had a choice. Choosing to visit pain upon innocence was the wrong one. They knew nothing of your past. And besides, even if you do make them suffer, their pain won't heal the pain you feel over your lost loved ones. Can't you see that? Your quest for absolute domination won't fill the void in your soul.
Enough speech, boy. Your words cannot save you from defeat in battle. Ha!
I won't lose to you.
You'll have to try harder than that, boy.
I cannot let you win, Faulkner. For the sake of my nation, for the sake of my friends, and for my sake, you shall be stopped.
Enough babbling! Zolvarn longs for new blood! Stand and perish!
I will defeat you for the honor of all those that perish to stop you!
Ha! Dream on, whelp!
You'll never win, Faulkner.
Perhaps this will be more to your liking. Ha!
Take this!
The time has come to end this cheap charade.
You can't seal me in darkness! I summon forth the light! Goodbye, Faulkner! I pity you!
What? This is impossible! His power is breaking through!
30 damage.
Everything I am is over.
Faulkner.
Nice. And then the crackle of the audio being done. Nice. So Faulkner's voice did not seem very fitting. I would not have guessed that would be Faulkner's voice. And yeah. That is why you can only do the killing blow with Robopope. Because anime has to happen. And you can't have your healer guy do the epic final kill. So what happens if you get the what would be the killing blow with anybody else, the boss heals back up to like 200-ish. Nice. A very important anime business here. After a great victory. This guy's got even more epic sideburns. All right. Working designs. Oh yeah, that guy's here too. So that was the Emperor? Wait. Is this fourth wall breaking about the anime eyes of main character? Nice text box. Wait, we're just letting the Emperor... Okay. Sure. This seems wise. Me too. Save Vanguard. Okay. We saw 28 out of 32 Robo Pokemon. 20 out of 56 won. And that's the new game plus save. All right, Victor Island. Five translators? Sure. Of course, Bastion is a Chad. And only 2 voice actors. So that's the... Yep, okay. So it looks like they had 3 artists total on the team. Lyrics Victor Island.
Striking deep in my
Okay, so there are a whole bunch of people working on the anime stuff for this, but wow. All right. There's a larger team working on the anime for this than for the rest of the game total. First, thanks, Cindy. All right, I'm gonna hit a button. Start. I think the song's almost over. Okay. Yep, and then of course. And then probably main menu. Yep. Interesting. Okay. All right, yeah. So what's the picks for what the save file is going to look like for this? I am guessing the save file is going to look like okay, I have a left field pick for what it might be. So, according to the assets here, so you think it might be a robot, right? What I'm thinking is that. So this is something that we never saw in the Kingdom, the A scenario, but it might be this thing. So this is the behind the disc artwork in the game case, and we saw most of these characters. We didn't see her though, so she's probably in the Empire route or the Ruins route through the story. Because there's the princess on the left, there's their mechanic guy. This guy, by the way, is he's the protagonist of the third scenario. The secret third scenario is led by this guy. And then there's the pilot of the Robopope, there's Horseman, and there's childhood waifu. But yeah, let's see. So that's what I think it might be. Let's see. And oh, okay. It's just that's pretty disappointing. Not gonna lie. That's just all right. It's a shield with Robopope cross on it. Sure. And who knows if that's the original one or if that's Working Design's doing, but that's not great. All right, let's cut the timer here on that one. Okay. Get that off my memory card. Get that shit out of here. Okay. All right, let's wrap up boring anime strategy game. Get my TV switched over here so it doesn't turn off. Okay. All right, Vanguard Bandits, huh? Completed? Yes, we completed 1 out of the 3 scenarios, but that is way more than good enough for me. Cheated? No, we didn't. This was 100% legit. Okay, things I liked. For a strategy RPG, this was pretty accessible. Some of the dialogue was occasionally funny. There's a lot to this game if you play all 3 routes. Everything else. Let's see. Dialogue was boring. Strange choices in music choice. A lot of mechanics are not explained at all in the game or the manual. A lot of very inappropriate dialogue. Let's see. Really boring. Really, really boring. Yeah, that covers most of that. Secrets of coolness cannot be taught, they must be learned. Sharking. Sure. Sideburns. Sure. Alright, drum and bass. I think there was some. Oh yeah, that's right. Yep. Screeching sound effects. Pooter Pirate. Pooter Pirate, and there was also Steel Enema. I think that was it for those. Okay. Alright, drum and bass. I don't recall any. And Alamau's... No, it was just giant robots and mind control things. So, nah. Okay, difficulty easy to hard. So I only died twice. And I was only really stressing about 3 out of those 20 missions. And there isn't a whole lot of complexity to this, and also it tells you the results of each choice that you make before you make it. So you can go through the list of attacks and pick the safest option in most every case, and that's what I did for nearly the whole game, and that was enough to beat the game. So clearly you don't really have to take risks or anything. You don't have to be good at strategy games to do this. Things get a little hairy towards the end, but it was certainly nothing unmanageable. So I'm gonna say that this is below average difficulty, but not super easy. But this certainly was easy. Some of the difficulty in this is, hey, can you stand playing this game for long enough to beat it? All right, and then rating out of 5. So I did not enjoy my time with this game. That said, I am generally not a fan of strategy RPGs, but even then, like, there's not a whole lot to really, really love about this. The story was just some generic fantasy anime shit that, like, I tuned out of the story pretty early on, and it looks like it didn't get much better towards the end. There was hardly any character development in this whole thing. This was just like, yep, that all happened. Gameplay and mechanics wise, I guess it was fine. Like, it wasn't completely brain dead like I felt some other games that are not coming to mind can be. There was some depth to this, and there's certainly choices you could make for character development and outfitting them with different gear that you can't do in some other strategy RPGs. That adds another level of depth to the gameplay. But it kind of boils down to me that if I didn't like the game or I didn't enjoy my time with it, then the most I could give it is an average. and there's still a whole lot not to like it. Like there wasn't multiple difficulties for it, and it just felt like it kind of didn't matter what I did for a lot of the game, because I'd end up winning all the fights anyways. So it didn't seem like it required any sort of skill in this one. It was just like just move around enemies and move around your characters, and then it'll just work out in the end. And that worked for nearly the whole game. It wasn't until like the last 2 or 3 missions that I felt I needed to actually plan out what the hell I was going to do, because everything else was just so easy up until that point. But that said, apparently, according to what I've read online, the other 2 scenarios present in this game are much better written and have cooler missions and a lot more like changes you could do and options for outfitting your mechs than in the default one. But then again, the default path here is the one every single player is going to see who beats your game. So it's an unfortunate choice by the developers that the default one that you see is the worst, and it is kind of a trap that some developers fall into, where they start off developing their game from the actual beginning of the game, and then the game gets better as it goes on because they get more comfortable with their tools and creating it and think up cooler ideas that come into play later on, which is why one school of thought is that for developing your game, you start from the middle and then do the end and then do the beginning, so that every player gets the best version of the game right up front and center. And I get the feeling that maybe is what happened, where they developed the scenario A, and then for scenario B and C, they thought, oh, here's this cool thing that we can put in the alternate scenario. Players are going to love this whenever they unlock scenario B and C. But if they return the game to the game store or return it to the rental store because they're bored to tears by scenario A, then it kind of doesn't matter how good scenario B or C is, because shit, they lost me pretty early on in this one. I slugged through this because I wanted to beat this, but oh boy, I really hope those other scenarios are actually good. But I'll never know, because I'm not going to return to this one. So I'm going to give this one a 2 out of 5. This wasn't complete trash, but I just did not enjoy this one. I thought it was way too boring. There just wasn't enough to do, and there really wasn't any real payoff to any of the fights. Like, at least in some other games, you get a cool cutscene. But for this, it's like, hey, your reward for this is like 10 minutes of like sketchily written text in cutscenes, and then you're off to the next fight. Great. Cool. Okay. Alright, so that's how I feel about this one. A 2 out of 5 for Vanguard Bandits.